Good morning, happy Monday. So today my university has been cancelled. As I mentioned in last week's vlog, I was stressed that they weren't going to cancel it, considering that there was in fact a student who tested positive. So because of that, I'm here the whole day. I go home this evening. My other job was cancelled, which is fine, safety for all. I stand that. And then in last week's vlog, I managed to get halfway through Illumine. As you can see, I'm really halfway. You can see exactly where I ended. I plan on finishing this today. I don't have too long. I have about like two and a half hours left of the audiobook, so I'm just gonna sit throughout the day and finishing that all. I'm currently uploading last week's vlog, hoping that it will go up by this evening, hoping that by 6 o'clock it is up and ready to go. It should be. I don't see a reason why not. I'm just drinking my coffee. I do have some caffeine. So we're taking the morning slow. We're watching some YouTube videos and we're getting prepared. Excited. I just got the mailer for, not the mailer, but the highlights for April. I think in Random House, and it looks so good. I still have to finish the lovely Illumine, but I've read slash listened to about 50 pages more of it. So it is like nearly 3 o'clock right now. I'm about to just go ahead and pack all my stuff up right now. I am so close to the end with Illumine. I'm on page 530, which usually leaves me with something like 69 pages left to read. Once I've like finished packing up everything, I'm just gonna listen to the last 30 minutes and power through this. But I just want to make sure that I'm prepared for when the owners come. But I'm really happy. I'm about to finish this and I feel so rough. I'm like sitting here and like it's anxiety. It's giving me so much anxiety, but like in a good way. I'm anxious because even though I know what happens, I'm anxious to see what happens, if that makes any sense. I finished Illumine once again by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Honestly, incredible writer duo. I love their books. I actually went to go read the 1-star reviews on Goodreads, and you know, each to their own. Everyone's opinion are valid. I just thought it was funny because for me personally, I did not like the beginning. When I originally read it, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, what? But the whole point of this book for me, like if you are someone who has DNF this book before and wasn't quite sure whether or not you should like reattempt it, is that everything comes together in the end. Like it all makes sense. Like pay attention to the important details, look at the briefing notes, like all of that, like consume the story that way. I mean, like this is what it looks like for me. Like this is intense. Quite happy in the span of like a week I've read 7 books, which is unheard of for me. I haven't done that in such a long time. Thank you, coronavirus stress. But yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock and that's when I'm gonna be feeding the little puppies here. I'm just waiting for 5 o'clock to roll around and then I'll probably end up leaving here around 5:30 to 6. I would really like to go home, I'm not gonna lie. Now that I know that I can go home, I'm like antsy to get home. I'm like anxious. There we go. I'm anxious to get home. So I'm currently looking at but I thought I would just quickly pop in and just tell you what is currently happening. I think earlier in this vlog I was like, they cancelled school today and they were contemplating what to do. My university was contemplating what they were going to do. If they were forcing the rest of the block, I would have been really upset, but they've cancelled everything, including academics. As of now, I'm on break until the 30th of March. So I have like 2 weeks instead of a week off. I plan on reading the last 3 books on my TBR, plus the one I have for next week. I think I have a blog tour next week. It's for Tigers Not Daughters. So I think over the course of the next couple of days, I'm gonna also finish listening to American Dirt. Good morning. So today is Tuesday. I thought I would just update you on what is currently happening. Today I'm gonna try and do some stuff, just like some minor shuffling. Things are getting like quite escalated here in South Africa since the president had his speech on Sunday. I think instead of creating calm, they've created a lot more panic. I think that it might have been worse if they also didn't address it. So like, it's one of those things where you never know what's going to happen. A lot of people are freaking out. They're buying out stores here too, which is really weird because it's happening in America, and I was like, it's not gonna ever happen here, but well, it is. Because I'm officially on break as of today, I'm gonna get some reading done. So the next book that I plan on reading is Brightly Burning by Lexa Dawn. I figured that because I'm reading all the sci-fi, I should read this now whilst I'm in the mood. So this is a Jane Eyre retelling in space, so I'm really excited for this. I thought it wasn't as long as what it is, but it's basically 400 pages long. Hopefully I can read this all today, or at least get a majority of this read today. As I mentioned, I am going to be driving in a little bit. I need to go drop off the keys for the people who I house sat for. I want to go stop at my bookstore because I wanna. I have to go buy some sticky tabs because I'm about to run out of sticky tabs, and I'm really loving the sticky tab life at the moment, so I want to go and bulk buy. Okay, so it's been a minute. Kind of dropped off of today a little bit. I had like really bad period cramps. I thought I'd just quickly update you on some things that I've done since the last time I spoke to you. So I've listened to a bit more of American Dirt. My progress isn't immense in this, so I definitely want to focus on this week because I want to finish it. It is such a good book, but I really do enjoy the narrator. So I definitely think what I might do is I might sit for an hour, listen to the audiobook for an hour whilst like just paging and following through in the book. So I obviously I had to go buy sticky tabs. So the cheapest that I could find was to buy them in sets of 4, which is what I did. So that's all the sticky tabs. And then I was walking around because I do that sometimes, and then I saw that they have these dual end brush pens. So one is a brush pen side, the other one's a fine liner, so I just bought that. And then I also, because it was a lot cheaper than what I thought, bought myself a microline pen, which was quite expensive, but honestly I think it'll be worth it. These things last forever. Then I have some really exciting book mail to show you, and that is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. If you don't know, I actually don't like the Mortal Instruments. I never read The Dark Artifices, but I did read TID, and I love the Infernal Devices so much that I'm so excited to jump into this. And I'm currently like thinking that I should reread TID. I don't own them, so this would be like the perfect opportunity to actually go ahead and buy some TID for myself, buy the trilogy for myself, because I think that it's just like a great time to do so. And maybe reread that, but I'm still on the fence, so I'll still decide on that. Hey, it's like 6 o'clock, 6:15 right now. I'm currently working through getting my February book haul ready for tomorrow, because I like my videos to go up Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Usually Mondays and Fridays, because that way there's enough time between the two. So right now I'm busy doing that, and then thereafter I'm going to try and write a review for Escaping Houdini, This is Barney, and God's Grave. Those were initially supposed to go up last week, but I was so stressed about a couple of things, including this coronavirus thing, that I just couldn't do it. And then I'm basically done for the evening, for which I will then retire reading Brightly Burning, which I still hope to read today and finish it all today, so we'll see how that goes. I think because we're all basically being self-quarantined around the world, I think there are very few places where there aren't self-quarantines being imposed. Please let me know what kind of things you would like to watch, because that way I can film, and then, you know, like, just it helps me out, because that way I'm keeping busy, because that's something that I do to help me not stress sometimes, is to keep busy. So if you have anything that you would like to see, let me know. I would be more than happy to film it, or find a way to film it, or something along those lines, because self-quarantine is fun until it's no longer fun, and you've done everything, you've exhausted all your options, and you're like, I don't know. So let me know. I'm very open. But yeah, I'm just gonna get back to doing the things, so I'll chat to you later. Catching up on all of my YouTube subscriptions that I had previously opened. I have not read anything or really done anything productive. I just kind of cozied up and sat on the couch. But dinner is pretty much ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and have some dinner, and then when I get back I'm going to do the rest of the admin things that I need to do, and then I can read like freely. So hopefully that won't be too late. I do want to make as much progress in Brightly Burning as I can. I want to try and finish a book a day. We'll see how that all goes though, because I finished Illumina yesterday. Brightly Burning would be great if I finished it today. Tomorrow I'm going to read The Bear and the Nightingale. And then I was worried because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to read for the rest of the month if I finish all of that and The Night Circus. But then I realized I'm actually doing a reread of Throne of Glass with a friend of mine. So, hi Sandra. So I think I might just pick up Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass this when I've read everything. That way, when it comes to our reread, I can just jump straight on into Crown of Midnight, which is the book we chose to start with, seeing as I think she recently read Throne of Glass and I've technically recently-ish read Throne of Glass and Assassin's Blade. So that's just kind of how I think I'm going to do that. And then I'll be like really happy with that kind of progress, I'm not going to lie. So crossing my fingers, hoping that this week goes the way I want it to. But now, dinner. So today is Wednesday. Can you believe it? It's like already half week. I did not manage to finish up my reviews yesterday, so this morning I'm just gonna try and do that, just because it's like one of those things I keep putting it off because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really want it. Also Bonnie's here, but I'm like, oh, I need to do it, and then I keep putting it off because I'm like, I'm just gonna start off by sending all the reviews that I have written off to the publisher. But on the note of books, I have a reading update for you. It's not a big one. Last night I did start reading Brightly Burning. I will have to say that the writing style completely threw me off. I was not very comfortable with it, and I was gonna be like, but I was like, I'm also tired, so I'm just gonna wait a bit and then I'll get back into it in the morning. But then I was waiting for, I think I just finished editing my bookshelf reorganization, so I was waiting for that to export. And I just read about 31 pages of it. So I'm just gonna keep reading this and see how I feel. As I said, like the writing style really threw me off. It's quite descriptive. It's not what I was expecting. It's probably also why this book is so long. I do want to finish it today because I didn't finish it yesterday. If that, you know, ambition. Hi, happy Thursday, I believe. I actually have gotten a package from Jonathan Bull Publishers, so a huge thank you to them because it's quite a big one. So I thought I would share it with you and kind of go through the books. These are definitely some that I've requested and some that I can't remember that I have. I'm just gonna go through this. It was like air freighted in, so that was quite interesting for me. Okay, so the first book that I have here is Wolflight by Yaba Badeau. It sounded like really good, and like, I mean, this cover is just so gorgeous. Like a lot more book than what I was expecting for the month. And then I have Cloudburst from Will Smith and Chris Walking. And it's like really short, so it sounds like a really action-y kind of book. I then also have The Silent House by Nell Patterson. This just sounded so good when I read it. And we have Dead to Her by Sarah Pinborough. I know that Books and Lala, which I'll leave up in the info cards, read this and she was like, if you enjoy the other books that Sarah Pinborough wrote, you might enjoy this. I haven't read it, but it just sounds so good. Rich people problems. 365 ways to reduce, reuse, and connect. Waste not every day. Your daily zero waste inspiration by Erin Rhodes. I then have Girls with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young. Honestly, I'm so excited. This sounded so freaking good. We then have Choosing Mooney Wore Black by Kate Rakulia, I think is how you say it. This sounded so good. I just want to say that as well. This, like, all of these books just sounded so good when I requested them. And the last book is one that I'm deadly excited for, and that is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. So the reason why I'm like so excited for this is because I think that I'm finally able to read these very important stories. I read one, I think last year, called Putney, and it was so devastating, and it was really rough to read it. These are all of the books I got from Jonathan Bull, so I'm quite excited. Update you. So I am currently editing the video that I filmed yesterday, which is Second Chance Reads. So do you want to read Brightly Burning? So I haven't actually read it yet, but we will. I'm 50 pages into Brightly Burning. I just have a couple of things to say. I think that a lot of what is happening right now is convenient. She has like romantic interest with all the dudes so far. First it was Georgie Porgy, Pudding and Pie, and then it was some other dude named, I think his name is Carlson. She's like, oh, he's all of a sudden attractive. So there's a lot of things that are ending up being quite convenient relationship wise in here, but I can't deny that it's like I'm intrigued because it adds some intrigue, but I think it's very convenient that she now all of a sudden has the hots for so many people. I'm finding it really hard to believe the story. I think that's the problem that I'm having right now, but I'm only 50 pages in. I'm gonna give it up until 100 pages. It's not bad. It's definitely like overwritten in the sense that there's too much details for no reason. We'll keep reading and I will see about at the 100-page mark whether I love this enough to continue or if I'm just gonna straight up DNF it. I'm not about to waste my time, okay? So I haven't really updated you so far. I've been trying to get some stuff done and quite a ways in now. I'm 150 something pages. I definitely think I'm gonna finish this today. It's quite easy to read and I'm actually enjoying it. In the beginning things just seemed really convenient because they really were. But so far I'm really enjoying it. Nonetheless, it's quite a fun and interesting book. I'm gonna get a start on The Bear and the Nightingale as well. Hey, what's up? So it is currently like 4 o'clock and I've just finished Brightly Burning by Alexa Dunn. I really enjoyed this book. I think it was a really great read. I've given it a solid 4 stars. I think it was really great. There were some parts which were slow and other parts which I felt like could have used a little bit more attention. However, at the end of the day, I really did enjoy it. I definitely think I enjoyed the middle more, and then the beginning was like a really sweet moment. I guess it was like, ah, cute, but I definitely think the beginning was super slow in this. I think it has to do with like introducing and like learning the author's writing style, which is quite detailed. And then the middle was so good. I really enjoyed it, really got to see things. And in the ending, I feel like it dropped a little for me. It took a little bit of a longer turn. I think something started to become like stretched, like, you know, you'd have to like stretch to believe it. But I really did like it. At the end of the day, I think it was really great. Especially like all the cute moments, like look at all of that. Oh, just so cute. So now that I've read this, I'm just gonna take a bit of a short break. I want to finish writing my Escaping Houdini review so that can go up this evening. And then I'll jump into The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden, which I'm so freaking excited about. This is the last book for my March TBR. To read and finish The Bear and the Nightingale today and hopefully get a good start on the night circus. Hi, I've just come back from Books. I stayed pretty much the whole day. I was visiting some friends and then I went out with a friend for lunch. But I got some books, so I thought I would show you what I got. So the first book I have is Lady Smoke by Laura Sebastian. I then do have an ARC copy of this, but I thought I would just pick it up because I actually really like this cover. This is Darkblade by Steve Feasy. I then had a uni book that I had to pick up, which is Down 2nd Avenue. I have to write a essay on this before the end of the break. And then got Soul Kill Girls by Claire Legrand because I really want to try this. This sounds like really good and I've never read anything by Claire Legrand. I took the plunge and bought myself The Sisters Grimm by Minna van Prague. It's just so gorgeous. I also then finally got myself a copy of Crescent City. I was tired of waiting, so I just figured I would get it. And then I got the following book because it is beyond inexpensive. It was 100 rand for Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. This is the Targaryen history and it just kind of follows all of them and it has these really beautiful illustrations throughout. But I'm really happy with my purchases and I definitely bought it because self-quarantine, man. But I'm home now. I need to quickly take a picture for my video that's going up tonight, which is the March plan with me. Hi, it's quite late. It's like late in the evening on Friday. I watched Frozen 2. Beautiful movie. If you haven't watched it, you should. I've been trying to read The Bear and the Nightingale. I'm gonna be honest, it's been a very difficult endeavor. Out of all the books that I've read this month, this is so far the slowest. I'm glad I left it for last. So far, I'm 50 pages in. The plot in the synopsis hasn't even happened yet. It's like at a point where not enough has really, truly intrigued me. And the only reason why I'm about to continue reading it tomorrow, because I'm tired now, is because I've heard it's great. And I have the other two sitting on my shelves and I would hate to get rid of them. You know what I mean? It's like one of those books. Morning. We're having a bit of a late start today for sure, but I definitely plan on reading the next 50 pages of this. As I mentioned last night, I'm not the biggest fan of it right now. I am not loving it at all. It is so slow. I'm gonna give it another 50 pages before I fully decide to DNF it. it's a while later. I have just finished The Bear and the Nightingale. I've given it 4 stars. I would give it 5, but I feel like the way that I felt about the beginning definitely doesn't justify a 5-star rating. It is really good. It is very slow paced. It's frustratingly slow at some places. However, once you reach past the halfway mark, things start to really come in, and like all the points are slowly finding their ending, and it's really good. I think that the ending really justifies the beginning. Currently 3:45. I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a story from the Assassin's Blade, read as far into the Night Circus as I can, because if I can finish that either today or tomorrow morning, that would be great. And then just read the last couple of these, because I remember reading this quite quickly, even though this is like 400 pages long. But right now I have to quickly go and take a picture, because my friend Ruby and I, we are restarting our book club. We're going to be reading Chain of Gold for the month of April. And because it is quarantine, we're also going to be doing a readathon. But I'm really excited, because we're getting into it, and we're both on the same side and we both agree on things. So I just have to quickly go and take the announcement photo for Chain of Gold, just something simple. I have to find my fairy lights though. I can't for the life of me remember where I put them. It's done. I'll pop it over here. I think actually I'll pop the announcement over here for you to check out. But I'm really excited to be jumping into this book for April. I think it's going to be a fantastic read. I mean, look how huge it is. I was originally gonna just read one short story from Assassin's Blade and then jump on into the Night Circus, but I've changed my mind. I just think it will work out better if I just end up reading all the short stories in Assassin's Blade. At the moment I've just finished Assassin and the Pirate Lord, so that's like the first 81 pages done. In terms of the Assassin and the Pirate Lord, I liked it, but it's definitely different jumping back into this world. I'm not used to reading R.J. Maas's writing. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I originally rated this whole compilation 4 stars, I think, and the Pirate Lord I'm giving like 3.5 stars to. Hi, I'm about to head to bed. I made it to page 121. I have finished reading 2 stories. I have 3 left to go, so tomorrow I will definitely be finishing this off. I have 300 pages left to read of this book. I like the story of the assassin and the healer, but I think that story plays a bigger role later on in the series. Good morning, how are you doing today? I have just filmed my April TBR video. Does not bode well for me. I have so many big books. I was hoping that Holly would play along and choose an easy book, but then Bonnie chose the big book because he wanted the snacks. So that video will be coming soon. Today's goals, of course, let me talk to you about that. Goal for today is to read Assassin's Blade to completion. I have quite a lot left. I'm about 1/3 of the way through. I need to start the Night Circus. So I have just finished editing my April TBR, which I'm happy that's already sorted. It was originally 41 minutes long. I made it literally half it. I don't think I'll have university starting on the 30th of March. I think the country's going to go into lockdown today, and then we might just have until after the Easter holiday. I just wanted to say that, and yeah, I'm gonna do some reading now, and I will chat to you a bit later. Hey friends, what is up? So it's a bit later. I am halfway through with Assassin's Blade at the moment. I'm definitely enjoying it more now. I definitely remember whilst I was reading this for the first time, because this is the second time I've ever read this is now. I really liked the story of the assassin and the desert. Learns at the silent assassin's place in the desert of nowhere, in the Red Desert, is kind of where she kind of cements what kind of person she wants to be, instead of the person who I think you said it's Oberon wanted her to be. So the rating that I would be giving the Assassin in the Desert is a 3.75. Because I have read halfway and the next 2 stories are about 100 pages long each, I am gonna take a break, watch through my April plan with me, put in the sound where I need to put in the sound, and then export that and then upload it at the same time. Okay, so I have just read the next short story, which is The Assassin and the Underworld. I definitely remember that one is one of my favorites. And then the next one, which is the last one, is obviously going to be the super sad one. For The Assassin in the Underworld, I'm giving it 4 stars. We'll give it a 4 stars. So this is the last clip for the evening. So thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I think we can end it off on a happy note, knowing that I have finished The Assassin's Blade. I gave this 3.55 because I ended up adding all of the separate ratings for all of the 5 novellas in here. and then obviously just dividing it by 5 to get the average. Let's talk about what I rated the 5 short stories just in case you missed it. So the Assassin and the Pirate Lord I gave 3.5 to. The Assassin and the Healer I gave 3 stars to. The Assassin and the Desert I gave 3.75 stars to. The Assassin and the Underworld I gave 4 stars to. And the Assassin and the Empire I gave 3.5 stars to. That is how I got to my rating of 3.55. I'm really excited to continue the series with Throne of Glass this coming week. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you have enjoyed my reading things this week and all of that. I will see you in the next vlog.